बाहवे हिरण्यवर्णाय हिरण्यरूपाय हिरण्यपतये अम्बिकापतये उमापतये पशुपतये नमो नमः। ॐ नमो हिरण्यबाहवे हिरण्यवर्णाय हिरण्यरूपाय हिरण्यपतये अम्बिकापतये उमापतये पशुपतये नमो नमः। ॐ नमो हिरण्यबाहवे हिरण्यवर्णाय हिरण्यरूपाय हिरण्यपतये अम्बिकापतये उमापतये पशुपतये नमो नमः। ईशानः सर्वविद्यानाम् ईश्वरः सर्वभूतानां ब्रह्माधिपति ब्रह्मणोऽधिपति ब्रह्मा शिवो मे अस्तु सदा शिवो। ईशानः सर्वविद्यानाम् ईश्वरः सर्वभूतानां ब्रह्माधिपति ब्रह्मणोऽधिपति ब्रह्मा शिवो मे अस्तु सदा शिवो। ईशानः सर्वविद्यानाम् ईश्वरः सर्वभूतानां ब्रह्माधिपति ब्रह्मणोऽधिपति ब्रह्मा शिवो मे अस्तु सदा शिवो। तत्पुरुषाय विद्महे वाग्विशुद्धाय धीमहि तन्नः शिवः प्रचोदयात्। महादेवाय विद्महे रुद्रमूर्तये धीमहि तन्नः शिवः प्रचोदयात्। नमस्ते अस्तु भगवन् विश्वेश्वराय महादेवाय त्र्यम्बकाय त्रिपुरान्तकाय त्रिकाग्निकालाय कालाग्निरुद्राय नीलकण्ठाय मृत्युञ्जयाय सर्वेश्वराय सदाशिवाय श्रीमन्महादेवाय नमस्ते अस्तु भगवन् विश्वेश्वराय महादेवाय त्र्यम्बकाय त्रिपुरान्तकाय त्रिकाग्निकालाय कालाग्निरुद्राय नीलकण्ठाय मृत्युञ्जयाय सर्वेश्वराय सदाशिवाय श्रीमन्महादेवाय श्रीमन्महादेवाय नमः। श्रीमन्महादेवाय नमः। शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति।
All right, guys. Hello. Good evening. Happy Friday to you guys. Hello, hello, hello. So, we're coming up on a new moon very soon. And I thought I would come in and reintroduce myself to some of my new subscribers. Because as you can see, my subscriber count is hidden because there's too many people that are pocket watching. So I decided to hide my number of subscribers because I have quite a few more than other people, which you guys know that I always come with authentic and genuine advice when it comes to spiritualism, spiritual work, and as far as just general advice. So there's this witch, or she calls herself a witch. She follows me around trying to imitate and duplicate everything that I do. I mean, it's very pathetic. You know, I've already dealt with this person last year, but this person continues to try to hold on because people that are looking for spiritual work, including other spiritualists, they have a lot of trust in me and they come to me. And so just recently I opened up my fertility portion of my business. I had reopened it and I've got fertility workings that are on the website. Well, lo and behold, this person all of a sudden, you know, even though they've never had any children and never raised any children, all of a sudden, you know, they're a fertility goddess and they're offering fertility work. I want you guys to be careful because I come and hey, Kalani, hello, how are you? When I come on here and I show my rituals and my spells, I'm only showing you a fraction of what I do in my rituals. So there's a lot of people that, you know, they'll look at the work that you do and they'll think that they can imitate it, but they can't. What's up, Thelma? Hello, welcome back. So they'll think, oh, I can do that. I'll just do that. But there's other elements that are involved with that. And I'm going to kind of explain to you guys what that is without giving out my secrets. Because right now I got people that they can't even get nowhere unless they mention my name. And they can't help but to mention my name because I am where the shmoney is at. I am where it's at. So you got people on here, they're mad at me, they're angry at me because, you know, when other witches said that you couldn't be wealthy being a witch, I proved them wrong. So my money spells cannot be matched. These other frauds that are on here, they have to use me in some kind of way. And they're hoping for someone to be blinded. And they're hoping for someone to fall for their BS. Because, you know, that's just what they do. For example, the other day I came and I showed you the breakup work that I was doing for a client. I come and show y'all a lot of my client work. But I don't show you the entire ritual. So before I even light those candles, there's a ritual that I'm doing, and there's a certain thing that I do to do that spiritual work and to make the spell work. But there's a lot of people that don't have a deeper level of understanding for reading cards or for doing and offering spiritual work for people. This is why this person was confused and, you know, felt that I was asked me a question like, how do you get money out of people? And it's kind of like, that's not what I do. People know my prices. They know what they want when they come to me, and they already have their money available, or either they come back a little bit later. I do have a payment plan that I set up with people. Okay. But you know, they say that imitation is the best flattery. But on the flip side, I don't want to see anybody get got. So if you see somebody that's trying to imitate what I do, they don't know exactly what I do because I'm a solitary witch. I don't share any of my spells with anybody. I don't. What's up, Bone Thug? Hello. So if you want authentic work, and see, authentic work, I heard someone say, I heard someone say that women that are emotional have no power. But then again, this was a man. And see, men were taught to put their emotions aside and that there's no power in emotion. But a lot of our spell work does come from emotion. And some of the spells that I've done where I have been emotional have been some of the most powerful. So a lot of these people don't really have a deeper level of understanding, especially when it comes to magic, because magic was created by women. So we've got a lot of frauds out here. And I'm going to tell y'all what it is. I'm going to tell y'all why I have so many problems. It's because of male domination and men wanting to dominate in every field. And they're constantly wanting to take things away from the woman. Now, all men are not like that. All men are not like that. There are some men that feel good enough about themselves to where they don't have to do that. But there are a lot of them that do. And I don't have fear of any of them because I'm doing what is my right, not my constitutional right, but yeah, my constitutionally protected right, but then also my spiritually protected right. So you've got people right now that are trying to recreate my fertility spell, but they have no idea what I did to even make the fertility spell work. And then some of them, it will never work because they're delusional and they don't even have a uterus. Okay, so you have to be careful with that out here and know when you are dealing with somebody that is authentic. Okay. Good afternoon, Samantha. So there's a lot of people out there, they want to either imitate my work, they want to duplicate my work, and then they also want to offer you, they want to offer to do it for you for less money because they're just looking for money to go and buy weed or crack with. Okay, I do this as a living. I don't do anything else except for spiritual work. This is what I do full time. Okay. J. Rhodes said, why don't they just do their own work? Because they're not creative enough. They're not actual witches. They're not high priestesses. So they can't do their own work. That's impossible. You know, they don't even know how to get a money spell to work, which a lot of witches, that's the first thing that they learn about. And they don't have to turn on their camera and try to discredit someone else. Now, that's not what I'm doing. I actually can see somebody out there right now. And then there's a couple of other people that are sharing my videos on their Facebook so that they can foster in attention. Okay. And the problem is that they don't have and they lack the creativity within themselves to create their own magic. So they have to backbite and they have to bite off of me in hopes that somebody, and then they know my prices. So what they'll try to do is they'll try to undercut me. If somebody is charging you less than me, you can bet your bottom dollar that they are a fraud. Because my prices are going to go up towards the end of this year. Because it takes a certain amount of energy to do work for people. I am not just lighting a candle. There are many, many aspects to the spiritual work that I do. Okay, many, many aspects of it that you don't see on camera. So a lot of them, for example, you know, and I don't mind people using my spells, absolutely not. But when you are trying to use my spells and my ideas and then at the same time discredit me, I've got to say something. Okay, so a lot of the people that deal with me, they know that the readings are authentic. If they were not authentic, how do I know what's going on with you right now? How do I know what exactly happened to you in the past? How am I able to predict the future for you and it actually come to pass? So there's a lot of people that trailed behind me, and they're not supposed to be doing this. They're not. They're not supposed to be trying to be a spiritualist. Being a spiritualist is very, very serious. I know I do cleanses for tarot card readers. I do cleanses for witches. So what does that tell you? That tells you that I'm authentic and I know what I'm doing. And I do accept international clients, just to let you guys know. So if you're somebody that's from another country, I actually do Skype readings for those clients that are in other countries. And I have a lot of clients who have been with me long term that are from other countries. So it's not just what I do in the United States. I don't have to take advantage of the things that a lot of people do, because a lot of people, they think of all sorts of things to open up the door for them. Well, see, I don't have to do that. All I have to do is show my work, and then people are going to know that it's authentic and they're going to come to me. So I don't have to worry. I don't have to stress. I don't have to turn on my reading. I'm a real witch. If I can see that another reader is giving me some bad news, I just go and do whatever work I have to do to either change it, or I accept it for what it is. Because the first thing that witches have to accept is reality. You can't bring a spell into reality if you can't even accept reality in the first place. So I cannot be imitated or duplicated. And this is what I figured out. I figured out that this person that stalks me 24/7, she's mentally ill. She's not a witch. She's just mentally ill. And, they've been working to either siphon or steal energy. So I don't call my spirit guides while I'm on camera anymore. I don't do that. And that's why these people get angry, because they want to be guided by me, but you're doing it in a disrespectful manner, and I don't want nothing to do with you. So I don't work with nobody. I'm not with nobody. Nobody has me. I got somebody that's still trying to claim me, and it ain't nothing going on there. So that ought to tell you. That ought to tell you the truth when people want to claim you, but they have no parts of you at that point. So this has been something that has been going on for a very long time, and I have no parts of these people. These people have actually lied and told people, this person is either with me or we work together. And I don't work with others that are on here. I don't work with any of the witches that are over here. I don't work with any of them. None of them have any tie to my business. In fact, I had a family member that stopped by unexpectedly, and I told her that she had to leave because my readings are confidential. I don't allow other people to sit and listen to my readings for other people, because what people will do, and I'm not saying that that's what she's trying to do, but what people will do is they'll come and they'll study my readings, and then they'll go and they'll try to do a psychic reading from that. And see, I am offering tarot classes. Okay. You can't do that. The one thing that I want to tell you is that if I do a reading for somebody or a zodiac sign, that is what was meant for that group of people to hear during that reading. Another person can't come and tell you the exact opposite. And then it would be a fraud, because they're not giving you an authentic reading. Okay. For example, if somebody says, is this location going to be good for me? And they go over to that location and they end up homeless, or they end up with a lot of bad stuff on them. See, a lot of people cannot read the cards, and they get very angry at people that can read cards. And see, here's the thing about it. I still don't understand what is the the divisiveness surrounding people that read cards. The reason why we use the cards is because sometimes I will have to sit and talk to you for about 20 minutes or 30 minutes before I can actually, and those spirits will be talking to me. So the cards are actually it's a quicker way of divination. The cards are a form of divination. Okay. For example, if you're looking at the Three of Swords, a lot of people will say, oh, well, it's a love triangle and da 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 da. But there's other messages that are going to come out of these cards that somebody else can't just guess. So it is important for you to learn what does the individual card mean, but you got to learn how to relate it to that person. You have to know how to read cards that are together. And, there's a lot of people that it's been proven that they don't read cards as good as me because they don't have the subscriber count that I have, and they don't even read the cards often. I'm constantly putting up readings on this channel, and that's because my energy goes towards my channel because I'm monetized on this channel, because I have a true identity. There are some people on here that don't want to give up their identity because they may be running from the law, or they may not even have an identity of their own. That was the reason why they attacked my children, because my children were a part of this entire thing that they haven't even figured that out. And we've got a lot of confused people running around here trying to act like a woman's ability to reproduce is a weakness, and it's actually not. Okay, it's not. And so we are in the middle of a gender war, in particular in the spiritual business. We have men that are trying to take away from the woman. Well, they can't do that. They can't take away anything from you because you're a witch. They're constantly trying to discredit women at every turn, and that's because they got the curse of patriarchy on them. So I've told you guys about that. It's nothing but a curse, and there's no man that's going to get anywhere unless he has respect for the woman, especially not in the spiritual business. You're just not going to go far in the spiritual business if you are disrespecting the people that made witchcraft. We are the ones that thought it up. And witchcraft is the one thing that they can't take from us besides inventions that were invented by women, creations that were invented by women. And it totally goes against nature. And most of witchcraft, I'd say about 99% of witchcraft, it involves nature. Okay. I'll put up the announcement of the tarot class, but we've got an abundance of baby dust over here that we want to share with people. And if you decide, first of all, nobody's going to go to a practitioner for fertility treatments that has never even given birth to a child. And you got to be careful trusting your womb with some of these people, because this person is constantly and consistently threatening the public with these unauthentic spell workings because they're trying to trail behind me. But the only thing that person is going to do is create death in your womb, because they created death in their own so-called supposed womb, which I don't believe that they have. Okay. Many of us that are on here that are authentic, first of all, the reason why I get so much hate is because I'm authentic. Okay. But many of us are gatekeepers. This is the reason why some people's spells don't work and they have to make up lies. They do. And nobody feels sorry for that, because a lot of us have to live a real life. Listen, I'm not going to sit up here and give up my money or my clients to somebody who the clients are just going to come back to me and say that person was a fraud because the spell didn't work at all. I'm not going to give up my clients based upon this person that's using another person to try to force themselves to look authentic so that this person can have a place to live for another week. I'm not going to do it. I don't care where you end up, because sis, I was homeless with 3 kids before. Y'all know that I've been homeless with 3 kids before? You're welcome. I've actually been homeless with 3 kids. It was forced upon me because I was living with my mother. I will never live with my mother again. So if I can go through that, I'm not going to give you no scribble scraps just so that you can pull the money together to pay your rent and fry people when you're actually just a prostitute. So we've got a prostitute on here, and she's claiming to do spiritual work, but she's not doing authentic work. She's not. And it has nothing to do with what she manifested for herself, because there's a lot of us that are still manifesting what we want. Okay, for example, with me buying my house, that's why I'm still here, because I have plans to purchase my first home. Okay, so, and those plans are definitely going to go through because I am an authentic spiritualist that people love and admire and respect. These people that are coming on here frauding you, they do not have the clout. They are called clout chasers. Okay, and that's all they are. And it don't matter what plans they come up with, whatever, it's always going to blow up in their face. It's always going to backfire. And so when those spells don't work and it backfires, they have to turn on their camera and get angry at me because they blame me for their lack of spiritual clients. But you can't blame me for your lack of spiritual clients because people can already see that you're not authentic. There would be no way if I was sitting up there having problems, about to lose my house, about to go through changes, my business is bad, and I'm going to go to a person who has obviously proven that they don't have the power to manifest what they want, and I'm going to go and get a money unblocker to somebody that's blocked in their mind. You can't do that. And especially a person that is a spiritual thief. Just thievery. Oh, I'm going to use this person and use that person. But people know that it's just the moon. It's not real. Okay. And there's a lot of people that will put more work into frauding you than actually doing real spiritual work, probably because they're either lazy, they have no idea what they're doing, or either they are afraid of witchcraft. There's a lot of people that are afraid of witchcraft. They'll take your money and they won't do the ritual. And then you'll be sitting there wondering, well, why didn't it, what happened? Why didn't it work? Because they didn't do the ritual. So there's a lot of people on here that actually work for the church. And they hate women, and they think that if a woman has a successful business, that that's going to somehow disempower the male, which it actually doesn't. So people like that, they're not thinking straight. They have a mental problem, and you just got to look away from those people. And to be honest with you, this is what I want to tell you. The reason why I'm making this announcement here is because these people will go, and they will share my readings, and they will share my videos, and they will say, I can do the same work for you. But that work had nothing to do with just the physical components that I use for that spell work. That's just the earth sign of that spell. That's just the earth side of it. When I use a candle wax is considered to be the energy of earth because it's wax. Right? And then when you start seeing that wax pull up and run, that's water, but there's also air. And a lot of people don't have the correct mindset to do no work. First of all, they can't do no work for you because they always thinking about me. And thinking about me is not going to make a spell work. You see what I'm saying? They have no willpower, no mind power, no money power. They don't have it. And they've proven that over and over again because they get upset when I put up my readings. Well, why are you getting upset? Is it because you don't have the ability to put up those readings like I did? I think that's what it is. Because that person can't, they're not even interested in that. I serve everybody all the way from the Aries to the Pisces. I have a full service business. I do money spells, prosperity rituals for your business, love reunions. I don't do love spells on people. That is very, very dangerous black magic that is always going to backfire on you. If you try to force somebody to love you and you doing spells on that person, it is going to indeed backfire. Hold on, let me see who this is that's calling me. Okay. And they're very upset because they had no success. The reason why I've had success is because I'm genuine. I'm authentic. A lot of these other people are frauds. And I think it's really sad when you got grown men out here claiming that they rich, but they trying to take money away from women and their children. That's disgusting. That's going to always backfire on you. You're going to always have backfiring spells. Why is it that I am so successful and I am so good at doing the money manifestation spells? Because everything comes from the woman. Everything. And our emotions as a woman, that goes into the spell work as well. Sometimes I just, it's not always that I have to be emotional, but your emotions are a part of your heart chakra. And if your heart is open and you have trust and love in yourself and your spirits, why do you feel the need to discredit someone else and try to steal their work and their ideas? And then always trying to make it seem like you got some kind of connection with that person. We putting up readings. No, we didn't do nothing. I put up those readings, and I'm going to get a return on that energy that no one else is going to get. Because I'm going to tell you something. In this day and age, you have to be selfish. I don't have to share nobody with nobody. Like I said, I don't have to share nothing with nobody. My name is not Sharon. In order for me to give you any of my energy, you have to come and pay for your ritual or either your reading. Otherwise, the spirits are going to, and see, I'm going to tell y'all something. There is a specific thing when people's spells stop working. Sometimes you can be binded by another witch. So there was a couple of people that figured out if they would talk negatively about me, that would gear people towards them. Well, all of those people ended up coming to me anyway. The 2 or 3 people that went to them ended up coming to me anyway. Okay. The reason why I say that I cannot be replaced is because of the obvious. That has nothing to do with my ego, but there's a couple of people that think that they can replace me in people's lives, including my own children, and you can't do that. There's always going to be a preference for what is authentic. Okay? Always. So I've got a specific binding, and it can't be unbinded, that says that. Okay? And calling me back to back private ain't gonna do it, babe. It ain't gonna do it. These people are searching for energy because they're either lazy or they don't have their own energy to begin with. So I'm going to continue to share my spells and what I'm doing, but that doesn't mean that that person can imitate the spell that I'm doing. They have no clue, 0% clue of how to get an actual spell to work. And they always often make excuses, and they almost often have a ripoff report because a lot of those people are the watchers. Some of our clients are there to test us. Spirit gonna test you. And regardless of what I got going on in my life, your spells are going to get done and you're going to get a quality ritual. In fact, I know how to transmute energy. Okay? So if you guys want authentic readings, don't matter if I shuffle on camera, they accurate as hell, ain't they? Uh-huh. If you guys want authentic readings and authentic spells, you guys can come to me. Okay? Oh, that's you calling me private? Okay, well, I can't answer right now, Damon, because I'm in the middle of this live that I'm doing. So I'm not going to answer you right now, hun. Okay, you can call me a little bit later once I'm done with this. Okay, and it don't matter if I have real hair or fake hair. I got real hair underneath this hair piece, and it's nappy and it's got spirals in it. Okay, so understand what is authentic and what isn't. And I've actually seen, first of all, if you're going to know about witchcraft, you got to know about women. And I done seen some people that are total frauds, and they'll come on here with zero lack of understanding of what a woman is. This is why so many of us can come, we can present our spiritual gifts, we can present our spiritual knowledge, and we don't have to say anything about nobody. We just, you know, we just do what we do. And we don't have to worry about that. There's a lot of people that are worried. I don't know what for. And I'm going to tell you something. Practicing witchcraft while you have no knowledge of it and no knowledge of what you're doing is going to lead a lot of these people to destruction. Because they'll just run around here very self-destructive and do black magic on people without protecting themselves, where you have to protect yourself. I do black magic as well, but I protect myself before, during, and after that ritual, and I know how to cleanse myself. There's a lot of people that have absolutely no spiritual knowledge. They just know how to try to duplicate and imitate another person, and they can't do it. I can't be duplicated, and I can't be imitated. Yeah, that's right. J. Rhodes said women are magically beautiful. Exactly. And it's not just about aesthetics. Okay, even though a lot of witches are going to be aesthetically beautiful, but I will tell you what I've noticed is that these men that are working for the church and these women that are working for the church, you don't ever want to deal with that, because they're going to bring destruction and curses into your life. Okay, I don't need a man needs me. There's a difference. I went through years and years of celibacy because of that, because I don't need a man. Men need me. So that's the first thing. And for some reason, while they're trying to imitate, they come off as very desperate for attention. Well, nobody's even watching your channel. If you had real talent within yourself, you could just put up your readings or people are going to automatically contact you. I don't ever have to do that. And at the time where they were attacking my children, that time has passed. That time has passed. So for a very long time, they were using the children to try to screw up my career. But all that did was further my career, and it's going to continue to further my career. Okay, because this is a career choice. I could have been a nurse. I could have been a doctor. I could have been a teacher. I could have been a personal trainer. I could have been a dietitian. Well, now I am all of those things in one. Okay. So be careful. And I want you guys to let me know if somebody is sharing my videos with you. In fact, I'm going to start watermarking. All of the videos that are up on this channel are actually watermarked. Okay, it should have the little Terra Queen Jamila emblem on it. And see, they can even edit that out. They sharing my spells, and a lot of you other witches, they're sharing your spells all over the place. And it's not going to happen for you. You're just going to be throwing your money away. And see, that's what they want. They want you to have a negative opinion of witchcraft because witchcraft is went mainstream. That's not a part of witchcraft, arguing back and forth with fake women. That has nothing to do with authentic spiritual work. That's just drama that's in somebody else's head. If somebody got all that drama inside of their head every single day and they're obsessed with another person, how they gonna make a spell work for you if they obsessed with somebody? How are they gonna do that? They can't, because you have to be able to have a clear mind to do that. And I don't do any drugs. I don't even smoke weed. I used to partake a little bit, but I don't even smoke weed at all. At all. Okay. Hello, Dee Jazzy. Hello. So, and then some of these women out here, they have such low self-esteem. They don't have what it takes. And they're literally just trying to earn money so that they can go and pay their pimp. And see, I'm not either a hoe or a pimp. I'm an authentic spiritualist. So I don't have no pimp to pay. And I don't do those things. They're desperate for money. Desperate. And the men that lie for them are desperate for that payout. But they're going to realize that it's all going to blow up in their face. And they can't get nowhere unless they mention my name. And it's not working for them anymore. It's not working for them anymore. So. Oh yeah, you can see that. Yeah, that person. Yeah, we not worried about that person. Yeah, just ignore that person. I didn't even feel the need to block them, because the fact that they came in here and said I have no power proves that I have power. Because if you in my chat room trolling, then evidently I must have power over you to make you come and troll like that. So we just gonna leave that right there, and that just further adds to my authenticity. Okay. So you guys can contact me at 770-686-7461. The best way to contact me, though, okay, is to go to the website, place your order, and then I will send you my booking link. Your appointment can be scheduled your appointment can be scheduled for whatever you want it to be scheduled, because I actually schedule you. I allow people to schedule their own appointments by sending you a booking link. Now, some of these people, they are trying to siphon energy, and we've got to be careful with that, because if I sense that, I'm going to know if you're an authentic person, and I'm just going to put up blockers so that you can't steal none of my spiritual energy. I don't play that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm not worried about that person. Yeah. So the obvious is this: when you are authentic and when a fraud, because, and you know what, it makes me mad when people fraud people. It makes me upset when people don't take this seriously, which we all know that it is. We all know that that Christianity, and I'm gonna jump off camera real quick, guys. We all know that Christianity and a lot of these other religions is just a spell. Okay, but when you messing with a real witch, you can have things like fires and a bunch of stuff going on in your life that you don't like. And we can tell when somebody's messing you up, because you're going to come on here every day and you're going to talk about them. Or at least whenever you feel the need, you come on here. Even if you're talking about something else, you're going to bring that other person's name up. That's because you're trying to invoke their power. So whenever you see somebody bringing up my name, which is High Priestess Jamila or either Jamila, they are trying to invoke my power. So if you guys want money unblockers, my money unblockers, they work within hours, because I work with time a lot too. This is one of the reasons why I invested in not a compass. But an hourglass, this is one of my spiritual tools that I use. Okay. So if you guys want real authentic work, my consultations are only $100, but they're worth it because it's very thorough. They last anywhere from an hour to an hour and a half, sometimes depending on what the situation is. Absolutely. I remove black magic. That's one of the things that I'm famous for. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I do remove black magic. Absolutely. And there's some people that'll put black magic, they'll be calling themselves putting black magic on somebody else, but it'll actually work against them and they don't even know how to remove it from themselves. And so they're wondering, they're blaming it on me, saying that I cursed them, but I don't have to curse you because you're already proving yourself to be not authentic or unauthentic. Okay. And my ability to cry doesn't mean that I'm weak. Stop listening to these men that are dressed up as women. Because I cry during my rituals sometimes. I'll be wanting that stuff for you so bad. I'll pick up on your spirit and I'll pick up on the spirit that is hurting you. And I'll cry and then I'll heal that spirit. So I heal a lot of the spirits that they even send over here. I'll heal them. So somebody that's coming out and saying, oh, well, this person is weak and they're not authentic because they got emotional. That's either a man or either a woman influenced by a man or educated by a man that doesn't know what they're talking about. Because especially if you contact me and you say, Jamila, I got this going on. I got a light bill. I got a gas bill. Things are going bad right now. What can I do? When I bring that emotion to that altar and I work with them spirits of the West, you're going to manifest your clients the way that you want. Okay. So if you guys are looking for authentic fertility work, I'm actually going to show you guys the second half of that ritual. I'm going to show you guys the second half of the fertility ritual that I do because it lasts along with your cycle. So I'm going to show you guys the second half of that ritual because a lot of people are trying to imitate it. But again, just because I show you the physical components of that spell work doesn't mean that you're going to get the mental. Doesn't mean that you're going to get the spiritual. You're not even going to get the spirit of the work that I do. Or the knowledge. This is the reason why most spiritualists, they'll start their business and it'll fall and they'll fall off. It'll be tumbleweeds. Ain't nobody calling them. Ain't nobody saying nothing to them. So then they'll say, hey, I'm going to do this, this, and that. And it's all a fraud. Just to let you guys know, I got this silly girl. She running around here trying to make it seem like she done stole my man. Oh, God. And that's her only claim to fame is by getting somebody else to lie for her and to fraud people. But even that's going to backfire totally. We've been wanting this person to go ahead and hang it up, but they still here trying their hardest. And the only way they can get anything is if they somehow try to discredit me. Well, I'm not in business, and I wouldn't even give you the advice to keep a man that is not worthy of being kept. Same game, different day is what that person plays. Thank you, Mimi Devereaux. Thank you. What you guys planning on doing today? I know I'm about to get in here and do these. I got 2 more pots to clean, and then my kitchen will be cleaned up, and then I'm getting ready to work on dinner. So, and then I'm going to relax. Okay. Now I'm going to give y'all a little hint. If you have OCD or obsessive compulsive disorder, and if you're obsessed with somebody, that's one of the reasons why you ain't making no money, because another person, another human being is constantly on your mind and not your money. And it ain't about money. It's about money, but then again, it's not about money. But that's the reason why these people do what they do. So just to let you guys know, there's nobody else that works for my company except for me. Do not go to these other people claiming to have any dealings with me. I'm not involved in any fake beefs with them. I don't have anything to do with that. I don't have to create a beef in order to get my channel popping. Why would I need to do that? My channel is popping because people like my readings and they resonate with them. And if the reading doesn't resonate with you, then a lot of people, even if the reading don't resonate with them, they say, no, this must be for somebody else. Let me contact her and get a personal private reading. And part of the reason why my business is successful is because it was meant for me to be successful. And I don't do work on my enemies. I don't have to do that. So a lot of people, they want you to talk about them. They just to talk about them gives them some kind of clout. And I don't do that anymore. In fact, I've removed a lot of those videos about those people. And even though they told very, very vicious lies on me, those lies are going to be their downfall. Okay, a lot of these elements and these deities and these spirits that we work with, they are very, very real, and they are watching people. And if they feel that you are running your business unethically, it's gonna show. So why are you attacking somebody else? I got another witch that's mad that that Michael Jackson video that I did got 80,000 views. Mad, angry. Why are you worried about somebody else? I'm not worried about any of these other witches and what they're doing on their channel. I don't have to worry about that because I have my own stuff. Exactly. Okay. What's up, Daphne? How you doing? Did I say hi to Carol? I think I did. So I'm just telling y'all, and I'm warning y'all, because you don't want to go to some of these frauds and throw your money away. You don't want to do that. Don't ever throw your money away. You earn your money. It's hard earned. And you want to work with somebody that is authentic. And another thing that I do is I do spiritual counseling for people. None of y'all have to ever hear me say, I don't care about your tears. I don't care about your emotions. Well, then if you hear somebody talking that way, then don't talk to them. Don't work with them. Some of these people, all of their money spells is involved with domination. It's all domination. So a lot of y'all will feel like y'all done been put under a spell, and it's very demonic, but it's not the spirit guide that you're supposed to be working with. That is what a lot of us spiritualists are. We are a spirit guide. We are a liaison between you and your spirits that you have not been able to make contact with. And the reason why is because there's certain gateways in your spiritual body that have been blocked since you were a baby. And the reason why they block those spiritual gateways is because they're bitter and they done gave up. Okay, so I work with a lot of people that have similar issues. But then again, I work with people that have all issues. Okay, so if you're looking for authentic fertility work, if you're looking for, and don't go to somebody just because they are cheaper, because you're going to get what you pay for. Okay, if you want authentic fertility rituals, if you want authentic love reunion rituals, if you want authentic breakup work, if you want authentic black magic, if you want authentic cleanses and authentic hex breakers and money unblockings and chakra unblockings and spiritual guidance, you can come to me. Now, I'm not saying that all of these people on here are not real, but the ones that keep my name in their mouth, those are the ones that are frauds. Even the ones that hint around at my name, they're mad at me because they think that I stole their clients and they can't get past that. And I ain't, how am I going to steal your clients if they were yours to begin with? So I don't understand that at all. And then a lot of these people are narcissistic. A narcissistic person can't do no spell work for you. No, they can't. Because they are completely blinded to who they really are. So what they did was they went and told vicious lies about my family. And when I clapped back at them, it actually had a negative effect on them. And they still talking about it. Well, perhaps you shouldn't have turned on your camera being nosy and harassing and stalking my family. Maybe you shouldn't have done that. Makes sense to me. But they don't want to hear the truth. And the truth hurts. And I'm the truth. So all of you, even in other countries, the bank can convert your money. There's a conversion. No matter what, what country you in, what state you in. Yes, my spells do work long distance. Yes, they do. If you in another country or in another state, I don't need to have you in front of me to do a cleanse on you. Okay? So if you guys want to reach me, like I said, you can either call me. My phone number is 770-686-7461. My website address is below. The link is below. TerraQueenJamila.thedivinemommy.com. And you can also email me at queenjamila941@gmail.com. Now, I just got to let you know, I am always very busy. So if you email me and I don't answer you back, that is because the people that have went to the website and placed an order, they take first priority over everything else because they've already paid their money. So the easiest way to get in contact me, and I don't turn nobody away. There's some people that'll be like, I'm not going to take this person's money and I'm picky. That ain't how my spirits work. My spirits ain't going to bring you to me if you was planning on doing harm to me. And even if you was planning on doing harm to me, I don't have the thought process that you can ever hurt me or your spirits, because I've dealt with a lot of many different people's spirits. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Okay. So I will see y'all later. I'm going to go and enjoy the rest of my Friday. I hope that you guys are having fun today and you're not wrapped up in a bunch of misery and confusion. If you are, you can contact me because I can show you the way out of that. Okay. And then also don't forget that I am doing that new moon ritual. Let me go ahead. I'm going to share screen. Hold on. Let me show y'all what's new on the website. I've got a new moon ritual. Okay. Let me go ahead and share screen. That is up on the website. Well, that thing is so annoying, ain't it? But we got to have that air on because it is hot, okay? It be hot in Georgia in April. Okay, so that readings tab, it takes you directly to my readings. My 30-minute readings are $55. My 60-minute readings are $105. And then my spell consultations are $100. Go to spells and rituals. And if you go to the third page, because it's a brand new one, Okay, you guys can get in on my 16 red candle new moon ritual that is coming up on May the 4th. This is going to be a very, very powerful ritual, okay, that we're going to do to manifest love into your life. Listen, love is also going to be, is always going to be relevant to your life. Okay. So you can go there and then we'll be doing a group ritual. If you need more individual work though, if you've got like a generational hex on you or something, then you'll want to get my generational hex remover. Okay. People love these. I've got people buying these in droves. Okay. Let me show y'all where that's at. That is actually on page 1 of my rituals. Okay. Well, it was on page 1. Where is it? Must be on page 2. Okay. So we've got the generational hex remover right here. It's the triple goddess generational hex remover. And so this is not just that, it's a cleansing, but it's also that there's a lot of people that can't even face their own demons, let alone yours. So when I do this ritual, this is a big deal. This is why it's so expensive, but it's worth it. Okay, and some of y'all got to get this ritual once a year, but it's still worth it because you're going to manifest so much out of it. Okay. Another new ritual that I have is my fertility ritual. Okay. So this is where I work with you throughout the month and throughout your cycle. And we make sure that you ovulate and we make sure that the egg implants in your uterus is what we do. So we can manipulate all of that. So what you can go to your doctor and get, you can even get this if you're doing fertility treatments. If you're going through IVF or an IUI, you can still get this one, because just because the doctor puts, you know, the sperm inside of you doesn't mean that it's going to fertilize the egg. And just because they put a bunch of eggs in you through IVF doesn't mean that it's going to implant in your uterus. Okay. And then you also have the option of getting the fertility bath salts. And I'm going to change this in case you need to do a male fertility aid. I'm going to change this. This will be a second option that you guys will have, because right now it only lets you choose either or. Okay. All right, guys. So I will see you guys later. Love, light, peace, and blessings to you guys. Okay. Oh, you are in the UK, aren't you, Carol? Hey, Faith York from the UK. Hey, how y'all doing? Okay, see y'all later. Namaste.